Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about witchcraft and the subconscious mind. I was to do a live on this topic earlier in the week, but things happened with the internet and also with the power and the mobile and everything, and I was totally blacked out. So I couldn't do anything on that day. So this is the video that was supposed to happen on Monday live. Before we dive into the topic, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path and Tapping into Abundance. If you want to know more about witchcraft, Wicca, the subconscious mind, shadow work, and tarot and oracle readings, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. If you want to know where to start your witchcraft practice, but you're really not quite sure because there's so much information out there, there's a free video called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. The link is in the description field below this video. So today I wanted to talk about witchcraft and the subconscious mind, because our subconscious plays such a big role in our magic and in all of the things that we do as witches, as magical folk, that it's a topic we should be aware of. And we think we're conscious most of the time. We think that we are, in control of ourselves and in control of our mind, when we're not so much in control, because our subconscious mind is actually the one in control. The subconscious just means sub, so it's basically something we can't see. It's submerged. It's something we're not aware of. It's something that's going on underneath the surface. It's one of definitely in charge of our autonomic nervous system. So a lot of the ways that we react to things emotionally is actually coming from our subconscious mind, not our conscious mind. Our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, our perceptions are all there in the subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind has an amazing ability to be able to take notice of every little detail of everything that's happening around us 24/7, that our conscious mind can only remember a teeny tiny itty bitty little bit of information. So when we go under hypnosis or into trance, or if we're doing any type of regression work, you may find you've noticed things and seen things and perceived things subconsciously that your conscious mind didn't pick up. And the same happens with dreaming as well. When we're dreaming, our subconscious is pulling a lot of the information that it has witnessed and taken in from your daily life, and it often takes that and puts those into dreams metaphorically to give you messages about things that you may need to work on within yourself, or maybe even messages from spirits or ancestors, or even a little bit of precognition in your dreams to help you know what may be coming, or to give you any messages or any creative inspiration. So your subconscious mind is really, really important for those things. We use our conscious mind in magic too. We use our conscious mind when we are planning our spell work, when we are thinking about what ingredients we might like to put in our spells, thinking about, what time of the moon is it, what day we can do our spells, when we can slip our spell into our daily schedule and when we can't. And any problem solving that may come up in regards to our spell work, we will probably do with the conscious mind, which is our creative part. It's the more rational, organizational part of our brain. So it is very useful and handy, even though we don't use it as much as the subconscious mind to guide our behavior. The rest of it is pretty much up to our subconscious. So if you are working on a spell, and you've organized your ingredients, you've organized yourself to turn up at your altar, everything's being organized by your conscious mind. You may use your intuition also to help you gather the ingredients too. You may be intuiting what might be working and what might not work for you. You may intuit the right time of day to do it rather than go with the set standard times. But as you sit down to do your spell, you'll put yourself into more of a trance state or an alpha wave state. So you may do that through the spell chant itself, through mantra, through dance, through drumming. And when you're putting yourself into the spell itself and doing the chant, imagining yourself as if the wish has already been fulfilled, feeling into the wish already being fulfilled, that's when you're starting to work on a subconscious level. When you're going into that trance and you're going into your imagination and you're living in this other realm while you're doing your magic, that's where you're engaging your subconscious mind and speaking to your subconscious. And this will tweak it to focus on helping you get the results that you want to get in your magic. It's that part of you that connects you to spirit. It's that part of you that's going to receive any information or downloads that you would receive from spirit, which you may be conscious of or not conscious of. Sometimes we get information coming from spirit and we just do something and we don't realize that's actually been something we've channeled from spirit. But because we weren't conscious of it, we actually channeled it through the subconscious mind and we acted from the subconscious, not from the conscious mind. So that's what magic can do. It can stimulate the subconscious mind to be on your side. And you might start to notice things that you wouldn't have noticed before, which may have opportunities in it that can enable you to take action to bring that wish into the material world, into manifestation. Your subconscious mind may also help you with creative ideas or inspiration or dreams that will help you make that spell, turn that spell from being a spell into physical manifestation. And sometimes we're not aware of just how much our subconscious mind actually assists our magic and how much our subconscious mind has actually contributed to making our spells actually work. Sometimes we think it's all the spirits and the spirits are doing it all, or that somehow it's the universe doing it all. But we are all connected in that consciousness realm, and we're totally all the time in connection and conversation from a subconscious level to other beings or other consciousness in the universe. And so a lot of the things that we think are miracles actually weren't necessarily miracles. We weren't just magically necessarily at a particular place at a particular time. We made subconscious decisions or inspired decisions to actually be in that place at that particular time. So our subconscious mind's really important to help us bring the magic into fruition, to take it from the conscious realm of, okay, I want this to happen, I'm going to do a spell, I'm going to get everything together. You do the spell, you chant the chant, you get into the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and then the subconscious mind takes over from that. As modern witches, we have more of an awareness now of how the subconscious mind works. We know that sometimes if we're struggling with a spell or we're struggling with a particular area in our life where we may have done countless times, heaps and heaps of spells, like maybe money spells or growth spells for career, but things just don't seem to get off the ground. It still seems to be at the same level. It could be relationships, it could be any sort of magic. Generally, it's because there's a subconscious blockage there. There's beliefs going on in the subconscious mind that's actually stopping you from getting the downloads or acting on them. That's actually stopping you from taking the actions you need to take in order to be able to help that magic come through into your manifested reality. And so the shadow work is what we do to help us open up to ourselves, to be able to see, okay, where am I blocking myself from this magic? Where am I stopping the money from coming in? Is it actually the money I've got a problem with, or is it something that I have to, or the person I need to be to have that money come to me in that way? When we do magic, we change ourselves. And when we begin to really step into our wishes fulfilled, we realize we have to be the person who has those things. If we want a particular job or a career, we have to be the sort of person that has that type of career. So we have to change ourselves to some extent to be that. If you want to be a millionaire, then you have to be the sort of person that becomes a millionaire. You have to be that sort of person. You can't be the person that you are currently if you're not a millionaire in order to be the millionaire and keep the money. Otherwise, it'll come, but it may go. So magic's about changing ourselves as well. So it may not be the money that you have the problem with. It may be something else that's stopping you from doing the things you need to do in order to get that money to come to you. And when we learn about ourselves through shadow work and get familiar with our own subconscious mind and what we believe about ourselves and how we're perceiving the world in a particular way that may not be helpful, then we can begin to change that through doing our shadow work. I know that there are people out there who say that, you know, as a witch you don't need to do shadow work. Of course, it isn't mandatory that you do shadow work as a witch. But we're not living back in the 1800s or even 50 years ago. We've changed. We're living in 2023, and we have access to all of this extra knowledge now that we haven't had access to for a very, very long time. And so all of these new innovations that are coming in, all of this new research that's coming in, why not act on it? Why not take these things and incorporate these things into our witchcraft practice so that we can become better at what we do, so that we can become happier people, so that we can learn more about ourselves and truly know who we are. So while shadow work may not be a part of traditional witchcraft, it's always been a part of the more higher types of magic, or high magic, or ceremonial magic. It's that know thyself is a hermetic, it's a hermetic statement. It's about know thyself. And in Western magic, particularly in the high magic, that's a really important part of what we do. So why not, as witches, move with the times and embrace all of these new ways of being able to bring more joy and more happiness to ourselves. So working with our subconscious mind in our magic, and if we're struggling with particular types of spells, going and saying to ourselves, well, where may I be struggling with beliefs about myself and my ability to have these things? Or how am I stopping myself from having these things, like a relationship that you may want, money, career, and really getting into that deep dive and looking at ourselves and finding out where we're actually stopping our magic. Because we know now through a lot of research that's been done in the power of the mind that we stop ourselves from achieving the things we want to achieve. And we use magic, and we can use our magic and use our knowledge to change ourselves to be able to be and do and have what it is that we are wanting to be and do and have. So there it is, witchcraft and the subconscious mind. If you want to learn witchcraft and Wicca with me and tap into your subconscious mind, have a look at the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. It is a full year of study into modern witchcraft. Okay, I want to put the modern there in front of it because it is also a little bit of shadow work in there. There's looking at energy work, magic of course, and the magic I like to focus on is protection magic, candle magic, and also financial magic, but you can apply your knowledge to any kind of magic, working with the Sabbats, working with various deities, and working with the lunar energies, and setting it out in a way that you can actually take it step by step, instead of just trying to learn everything at once and getting confused and getting frustrated. Taking it step by step, slowing down, developing your ability to concentrate, your ability to be able to focus and work with energy, slowing it all the way down so you're actually taking your knowledge and building on it each month. So the link to that course is in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.